What's going on YouTube, comic book fans, and the whole wide world? Welcome to today's episode of Comic Book Aficionados.
And Video Game Aficionados.
Yes, today we're doing a little bit something special with the comic books and the video games collide!
Collaboration.
Of course, we have to unite because, you know, I'll accept my other two cohorts here. They equal I.B.M. together. No.
So just in case you didn't know, I'm Mason AJ.
This is I.B.M.
And I'm the Ginger Ninja.
And today we're going to be talking about Telltale Games' Fables, The Wolf Among Us. And if you aren't already reading or a fan of the Fables series, be sure to check out the Comic Book Aficionados link, which is probably going to be like right here or right here, right here.
Or right here, because you know.
Something so where we the comic book
aficionados. You knew. Remember that you knew.
She has a smacking problem.
You're right.
Yeah, I got it from Grand Theft Auto.
I understand.
I understand that. You know, the Wolf Among Us is it takes place before the comic book
but in between the war.
Right, and I gotta say it's kind of like the video game reference. It's like the Arkham Origins. You know, because you get to see all the characters and you get to see who they are. This isn't really like a prequel, as in like a before the main story happens series.
I think you more say like it's like Fabletown is like establishing itself now, and now a crime spree is happening as they're establishing. Well, really like putting themselves in Manhattan.
Well, the Fabletown is already established, but it's kind of like the characters. You get to see them. They aren't as smooth. They're like crime is just happening, so they're basically going, whoa, like, because he's just now become sheriff.
He's like a good guy.
Like a Clint Eastwood.
You know, but you know, even like Clint Eastwood, people always telling him, you used to do this, you used to be a cowboy, or whatever. They're always reminding him. They never let him forget.
That's true.
You know, they have even like made him the thing that scares children. There's one character in it who who's a frog, and he's the top wolf. Like, he's the same to come out there. He's like, hey, do you want the big bad wolf to come get you and take you away?
Dad, the lights are shaking again.
What did I say? You want a big bad wolf to take you away?
No.
I think that's what's really cool about this game is that you go through and you like recognize these different characters regardless of whether you actually read the comic book or not, and you can pick them out even though they look a bit worse than you may have imagined them.
Because these aren't renditions. These are the exact same. The Little Red Riding Hood is the exact same girl that we all know and love. And
kind of.
You know, the game itself takes place from Bixby's point of view. So you get to see a lot of you're familiar with him, but you're unfamiliar with him because he himself is unsure himself. He meets the other Fables characters, and there's some characters
he doesn't even like really know if he can be a cop.
Right.
Like that. Like boiling it down to the point like he questions if he could be a cop. Like he's looking like, man, I used to be Big Bad Wolf. Can I do this? You know, he goes to his apartment, and one of the three little pigs is there, and he's looking like, if you were there to give me like 10,000 more cigarettes, because you kind of got a smoking condition now, that would make up for that house that you blew down.
You know, the house that was made of sticks.
I mean, even like in the episode when you're fighting the woodsman, and he like pushes him up against the van, and he almost turns back into a wolf, and he kind of has to like stop himself from doing that.
I'm so glad minor spoiler, I beat that woodsman down. The story takes place, it's very film noir, it's very like classical. I'm pretty sure at some point in time you hear like a saxophone playing like as Bigby walks throughout the town.
It looks beautiful.
But it does look fake. It looks like
you
a comic book.
In a comic book.
Like it feels like a walking, talking comic. It feels like and man, like how can I put this? It's so much. It's so much. It's almost so much that I don't even know really like where to even emphasize on. The graphics are great.
Very comic booky.
The graphics are very comic booky. I actually feel like these are the exact same characters because with video game and comic book. Well, when comic books get made into video games, it's
not always the best.
It doesn't always transition well. But I feel like
we will say that though that Batman has had a very good track record with the Arkham series.
Yes.
You know, and becoming becoming, you know, a video game.
Shout out to our video game brother. Oh.
Yeah, y'all did well there. But I think, you know, not just to talk about Fables, but this is about Fables, that Telltale Games themselves are doing really well with these comic book games. And I like the fact that they brought one. Yeah, and I like the fact that they brought Fables into the limelight. Like, hey,
and
you know, this is a gritty version of
right.
the
And coming
tales.
off The Walking Dead, the director he himself says, with The Walking Dead, you're dealing with very human characters. They have to have human limitations. The Fables are notoriously hard to kill, so we can kind of push that a little bit more. And the action translates. It feels like I'm when the Axeman, minus Spock, just takes an axe to the head. He gets up and he's all like,
Oh,
yeah, it's like, what is happening?
Hit me in the head with my own axe. And then like he pulls it out and like he throws it on the ground and then he kind of like limps
off. Yeah.
You know what's crazy though? I keep playing it, and I keep replaying that scene, and I'm just looking like, if you notice it, Bixby like never keeps the axe. Like, you know what I mean? Like you would think like, yo, this was the axe that cut me open. And you know,
but it is maybe that's why, because like, yo, that's the axe that hurt me.
Exactly. I would keep that and lock that up into evidence.
So
use it.
I'm a cop.
So all as a comic book fan and a video game player, I would give this a very solid 9. I'm looking very forward to the rest of the episode, because this is only episode 1. Okay, and please don't be afraid that if you haven't read the comic books that you can't jump into it. This is a great starting point to it.
I assure you, it's worth it.
Ginger Ninja was herself telling me that the game, I'm not going to tell you, tell her.
I mean, I'm not really a comic book fan, but...
Of course, that's why you're a video game.
Yes, that's for true. But, like, I just jumped into this game and it made me want to read the books. It made me want to know these characters better, and even...
And that's why you came to us.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, hands down, I personally would give it, Mason AJ would give this a 9.99999. It's out there. The only thing that makes it, like, less than perfect is the fact that this is only episode 1, so I feel it's not complete. But once it gets full fleshed out, I'm looking forward to it.
I give it a solid 9. That's I.B.M.'s approval, That's 9
all
out of 10. Yeah, that's all that matters. What else?
I would give it a 9 as well. I love The Walking Dead, so I like this whole your decisions affect what you do later, and I'm curious to see how my decisions are going to affect my later episodes.
And how people remember how you acted.
Exactly.
Comment down below. Let us know what your favorite scene is. Let us know who your favorite character from the game is, or even from the comic book.
Let's be honest. It's all about Bixby. Like, come on now.
Yes,
even reading the comic, like.
I like Snow White.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's very cool.
That's like Bixby though. Like, he's awesome.
Yeah,
he's the big
badass.
bad boy. Like, yeah.
As you can tell, I.B.M.'s favorite character is Bixby, who's also my favorite character. And, Ginger Ninja is Snow White.
I'm undecided. I'm waiting to see until later episodes.
Yeah, because I remember you gave some like affection towards Toad, but
yeah,
when I played the game, I smacked him up. So like,
he'll remember that.
Yeah.
So if you like us, give us a thumbs up. If you love us, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook, and be sure to check out this game. Go to your local GameStop. Better yet, go to your local comic book store. Pick up the books themselves. Support the craft.
You already know. You gotta get the comic. It coincides with the game.
And you'll want to read it.
Once again, this is Mason AJ.
This is I.B.M.
And I'm the Ginger Ninja.
Come at you with the comic book video game aficionados.
Aficionados.
Till next time.
Period. The collaboration. Peace.